Have you ever wondered if the Bible's final chapter isn't just a story, but a script for our future? The book of Revelation talks about a charismatic leader who will unite the entire world under one government, one economy, and one mandatory belief system. For 2,000 years, this has been seen as a terrifying prophecy about a figure called the Antichrist. But what if it's not a prophecy, but a plan? What if a secret group of powerful elites has been working in the shadows for centuries to make this exact scenario happen? A group that believes it's their job to tear down the old world of separate nations and build a new one in their own image. This is where the ancient warnings of the Apostle John seem to collide with the alleged blueprint of the most infamous secret society in history, the Illuminati. Stick with us as we uncover a web of connections so deep, so unsettling, it might just change the way you see everything. We're not just repeating a conspiracy theory, we're investigating the evidence that might be hiding in plain sight. To get what's at stake here, we have to start with the source itself, the book of Revelation. Written by the Apostle John on the island of Patmos, it's his vision of the end times. While scholars debate what it all means, there's one recurring theme that's hard to miss: the rise of a final global empire that will stand against God. So what are the key parts of this prophesied system? In Revelation 13, John describes a beast rising up out of the sea. This beast is a mix of a leopard, a bear, and a lion, symbolizing a mashup of the most powerful empires in history. The text says its authority was absolute. Authority was given him over every tribe, people, language, and nation. This isn't just a local kingdom. It's describing total global rule. Many modern interpretations see this not as a symbol for an old empire like Rome, but as a literal, future world government. But this political beast isn't working alone. A second beast rises out of the earth, looking like a lamb, but speaking like a dragon. This figure, often called the false prophet, pushes the whole world to worship the first beast. This points to a powerful religious or ideological movement working hand in hand with the government to demand loyalty. Some see it as a counterfeit trinity. The dragon as a twisted version of God the Father, the Antichrist beast as the Son, and the false prophet as the Holy Spirit, all creating a unified system that demands complete devotion. The final tool of control is economic. Revelation 13 gives us one of the most chilling prophecies ever written. This power causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on their right hand or on their foreheads, so that no one may buy or sell except one who has the mark. For centuries, people wondered how anyone could actually pull that off. How could one entity control every single purchase on the planet? But today, with digital money and everything connected, the framework for a system like that isn't just possible. You could argue it's being built right now. So, the blueprint from Revelation seems clear. A one-world government, a one-world religion, and a one-world economic system that locks out anyone who doesn't conform. For generations, this was just prophecy. But the theory we're exploring today claims it has become a project, a great work guided by a hidden hand. To find the supposed architects of this plan, we need to jump from the ancient world to 18th century Europe. On May 1st, 1776, a professor named Adam Weishaupt started a secret society in Bavaria, the Order of the Illuminati. Now, the Bavarian Illuminati was a real historical group. Their stated mission was to fight superstition, and the abuse of state power, hoping to replace monarchies and the church with a world guided by reason. The order was built like a spy ring, with secret codes and hierarchies. Weishaupt even told his members to join Freemason lodges to hijack their networks for the Illuminati's goals. Their influence grew fast, attracting politicians and intellectuals all over Europe. But their radical ideas made them powerful enemies. In 1785, the Bavarian government, pushed by the Catholic Church, banned all secret societies, including the Illuminati. Their internal documents were seized and published, exposing their revolutionary plans. Weishaupt was exiled, and officially, the order was finished. But what if that wasn't the end of the story? This is where official history stops, and a sprawling conspiracy theory takes over. Writers in the late 1790s like John Robeson and Augustin Barruel published bombshell books arguing that the Illuminati had not only survived, but were secretly responsible for the French Revolution. While mainstream historical scholarship doesn't support this connection, these authors propose that the order just went deeper underground, continuing its work by infiltrating governments and financial institutions across the world. According to this theory, the Illuminati's core goals never changed. They supposedly sought 1. The end of all monarchies and traditional governments. 2. The end of private property. 3. The end of inheritance. 4. The end of patriotism and national identity. 5. The end of the traditional family unit. 6. And finally, the end of all religion. The ultimate prize? A Novus Ordo Seclorum, a new world order. This would be a single global government ruled by an illuminated elite. The belief was that humanity couldn't govern itself, so a secret group of superior minds had to guide the world, using chaos and crisis as their tools. By secretly creating problems, they could then offer solutions that always led to more centralized power and less individual freedom. If that agenda sounds familiar, it should. It seems to mirror the system described in Revelation almost perfectly. A single world government, a new universal belief system, and a society where personal freedom is sacrificed for the collective, all run by a central authority. The question is, can we find any trace of this centuries-old plan in the world today? The answer, some say, is hidden on the most common object in your wallet, a $1 bill. For many researchers of this topic, this is where theory becomes something you can see and touch. In 1935, the Great Seal of the United States was put on the back of the dollar bill. On the left side are symbols that many claim are the Illuminati's mission statement. You have an unfinished pyramid said to represent a project not yet complete. Floating above it is the capstone, a single, all-seeing eye. Officially, this is the Eye of Providence, an old symbol of God's watchful care. But for centuries, the all-seeing eye has also been a major symbol in esoteric traditions, representing a higher state of enlightenment. Proponents of the Illuminati theory argue this symbol was co-opted to represent their oversight of the world. Above the pyramid, it says, Annuit Keptis, meaning, he has favored our undertakings. Below it, Novus Ordo Seclorum. The official U.S. State Department translation is a new order of the ages, celebrating the new American era. But to those investigating the Illuminati, the translation is far more direct. New World Order. They claim it's a public declaration of a secret plan to build a global government. Are these just symbols, open to interpretation? Maybe. But let's look at how the prophetic blueprint seems to overlap with our modern world. The prophecy mentions a one-world government. Today, we see a growing push toward global governance. Organizations like the United Nations, the World Health Organization, and the World Economic Forum are publicly working for global cooperation. However, critics see them as the building blocks for an emerging global superstate. Initiatives like the UN's 2030 Agenda and the World Economic Forum's Great Reset are presented as plans for a better future. But skeptics argue these are just nice-sounding names for a corporate and political takeover of the world, designed to strip away national sovereignty and put power in the hands of an unelected global elite. Now, think about the prophecy of a one-world economic system where you can't buy or sell without the mark. For the first time ever, the technology for that kind of system exists. We are moving quickly toward a cashless society, and at the front of the line are central bank digital currencies, or CBDCs. Unlike Bitcoin, a CBDC is digital money controlled directly by a government. This would give the government the potential for total control. The head of the Bank for International Settlements, Agustin Carstens, said in 2020 that with a CBDC, the central bank would have absolute control over how it's used. Think about what that could mean. Every transaction could be tracked. The money could be programmed with an expiration date to force you to spend it, or it could be blocked from buying certain things. Even scarier, it could be shut off completely if you're labeled a dissident. If you link a CBDC to a required digital ID, the framework for the mark of the beast seems to snap into place. The chilling parallel isn't necessarily the tech itself, but its potential for total centralized control. A push for global governance, a call for a great reset, and the development of programmable digital money. Are these all just coincidences? Or are we watching the final stages of a plan set in motion centuries ago and foretold 2 millennia ago? We've traveled from the visions of ancient Patmos to the secret clubs of Bavaria and into the digital systems of our world today. We've laid out the pieces. On one side, you have the Book of Revelation, warning of a final global empire led by an antichrist, propped up by a false prophet, and enforced by an economic system that demands total obedience, the mark of the beast. On the other, you have the story of the Illuminati, a secret society allegedly founded to create a new world order by getting rid of nations and religion. A group that, according to the theory, didn't die, but just went into hiding, using crisis to push a scared world toward accepting a global, centralized solution. We see symbols that are claimed to be theirs on our money. We hear ideas that sound like theirs in the halls of global summits. We see control mechanisms they supposedly dreamed of being built in our digital world. The Great Reset, Agenda 2030. CBDCs, are these just practical solutions to global problems? Or are they the final pieces of a puzzle falling into place, the fulfillment of both a prophecy and a plan? For those who follow this theory, the parallels are too numerous and too specific to be dismissed as coincidence. So, here's the ultimate question. Is what's happening in the world just the random chaos of history? Or are we watching a carefully planned endgame on a centuries-old chessboard? Are the powerful forces in our world, whether you call them the Illuminati or something else, knowingly bringing a 2,000-year-old prophecy to life? The evidence has been presented. The conclusion is yours to draw. What you've heard today is just a starting point. The world is changing faster than ever, and it's more important than ever to be informed, to be watchful, and to think for yourself. Don't just accept the official story. Do your own research, question the narratives you're handed, and look for the patterns in the noise. If this investigation opened your eyes, share it. Let us know what you think in the comments. What other connections have you seen? What do you think this all means for our future? Subscribe to our channel, because we're committed to pulling back the curtain and searching for the truths hidden in the shadows. We are living in incredible times. The most important thing you can do is refuse to be asleep. Be aware, be vigilant, and never stop seeking the truth. When you look at it this way, the story of the Illuminati and the prophecies of Revelation feels like a stark reminder that the fight for humanity's future is an old one. It's a struggle between freedom and control, truth and deception. Whether the Illuminati is a literal group of men in a dark room or just an idea, the arrogant belief that humanity can perfect itself without God, the spirit behind it feels the same. The Bible, it's worth noting, doesn't end with the beast winning. It ends with its judgment and the return of a true king. The message isn't meant to be one of fear, but of ultimate hope. But it's also a warning to recognize the times we're in, to see the signs, and to hold on to what's true when deception is everywhere. The blueprint is there for anyone to see. The only question is, are we paying attention?